guys and gals, and here from Drake Wing Gaming and Study Mounts. What are the gaming drag today? I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace. Shuichi's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright, then get your homework done in time. Truth be told, I just wanted to get out of his house as fast as I could. As soon as the sun cracked, I picked up my things and left. Just seeing him in front of me already has me feeling both embarrassed and anxious for some reason. I don't want to run the risk of doing something stupid. How's your dad doing anyway? Did he like the party? He, seemed to enjoy it. He was very tired from the trip, but he still socialized a lot. He was nothing but compliments for Yuichi the whole time. That's great! I'm really glad things worked out well. Yeah, sure. Sai and June don't even notice it, but since I was there that night, I know how torn up Shuichi is about the whole thing. I'm still angry at Takahiko-san for only criticizing his son despite everything Shuichi did for him. I saw Atoka at the party. She stayed the night, too. Who's Atoka? She's Shuichi's little sister. She's a freshman here in our school, and I thought you weren't going to invite her to that. I wasn't. Someone else took care of that for me. Even though I'm looking anywhere but at him, I can still feel Shuichi's eyes burn a hole in my face. Man, he's still pissed about that whole thing. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate decision, huh? I'm still going to get you back at you for that. What's the problem in having her there anyway? I'm sure she was all too happy to go. Oh, she sure was, especially because this dumbass here felt the need to tell her I purposefully didn't invite her in the first place. She was all too happy to go just so she could chew me out for it. Saya winces, scratching at the back of her neck with an uncomfortable expression. Oh, ouch. Knowing Atoka-chan, that can't have been pretty. It wasn't. Heh, I'm really sorry? Sorry doesn't make up for it, pal. I'm gonna have your ass for that later. It was nice knowing you, Yuichi-san. You'll be missed. Don't just write me off like that. I know I already said this last night, but I'm really sorry. I swear I'll find some way to make this up to you. You could start by smoothing things over with her. The last thing I need is Atoka clinging to me all the time like I'm a little child in need of an adult escort. Wouldn't she be the little child, though, since you're her big brother and all? Believe me, the fact that I'm her older brother won't keep her from patronizing me in the slightest. Ah, I see. You can imagine my joy at the prospect of being babysat by her. At least you'll get to spend more time with your sister. That's gotta be a nice thing, right? I suppose. Oh man, that wasn't a happy I suppose. Shuichi sighs, slumping forward on the table with a defeated look on his face. I've just had so much stuff to worry about lately, I didn't need to add another one to the list. You're her older brother, though. You can't just ignore her forever. It's not supposed to be forever, just until I can get my problems dealt with. Do you even have that many problems to deal with? That's the first I've heard of it. Between the volleyball club, the student council, entrance exams, and my own grades, I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you about those, and that's already a lot. Now that Dad's back, I also have to worry about that too. Why do you have to worry about your dad? I'd rather not get into that. Here you go. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. You're fine. The man's just a piece of work. Takahiko-san, that's Shuichi's dad's name, is a pretty overbearing man. I'm sure he's gonna have to deal with a lot of pressure now that he's back home. You'd be right about that. Can you believe I have to deal with a curfew again? A curfew? Not even I have that. That's not too bad though, right? I mean, you're not the type to be out of the house late anyway. I have to be home by 6 p.m. Club activities can easily go over that on some days. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Actually, can we just talk about something else? I don't want to think about this right now. Yeah, sure. How about we talk about your lunch? I bet it's going to be pretty and delicious today, too. Actually, I had to buy a pre-made lunch at a convenience store. Atoka was feeling spiteful towards me and didn't bring me to any today. Gee, I wonder why. Well, maybe this is an opportunity to rely on her less. After all, you two don't even live together. I don't want to hear that from you. You're the cause of all this. Sorry. What is it with you today? You're just rolling along with the punches. Usually you have some kind of snarky remark on the ready. I don't know what to tell you. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine, seriously. I'm pretty sure my voice went up by 1 or 2 keys when I said I'm fine, but if anyone's noticed it, they decided to just ignore it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to have way better food than I do today. I have chicken karagi. Damn, your mom really went out of her way today. Actually, I'm the one who makes my lunches. She just leaves out the ingredients for me to use. Wait, you can cook? I studied in a boarding school and my parents worked 2 jobs. I'm used to doing chores. Damn, everyone's better at this kind of thing than I am. Not everyone. I give Shuichi a sly, knowing glance. Saya immediately realizes what I mean. Oh, right. What? Shuichi looks between the two of us with confusion. It honestly bothers me. I feel awkward just looking at him. Talking to him with the others around isn't too bad, but I'm not really being myself, am I? Ugh, my head hurts. I come out to the rooftop after classes ended for the day. Like most days, there's a nice breeze here on the rooftop, ruffling my fur and helping me deal with the heat. I'm glad the rooftop is restricted access to the students. At least that makes it so I don't have to share this place with anyone else. The only real mystery is why they never lock the door if they don't want anyone else coming in here. Even though we have practice today, I decided to take a few minutes to myself so I can relax before I go there. This weekend has been a little rough on my sanity. I'm worrying about this whole thing with Shuichi more than I should be. I thought I'd resign myself to accept him no matter whether him having feelings for me is true or not, but I can't get it out of my head. I've been thinking about it more and more since the idea was first planted. As I'm walking to the spot I usually nap in, I hear some shuffling. Who's... Oh. From behind the vent, I see the one person I wish I would never run into again. Second, y'all. Water time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump back into it, shall we? Okay. Well, isn't this awfully coincidental? We meet again. What? Why are you here? My brain immediately starts scrambling. I don't even want to think about being in the same room with this guy, and yet here he is right in front of me. If there is a god, he either really hates me or has a really twisted sense of humor. I could ask you the same question. I'm always here. This is kind of my place. Your place? And see your name anywhere here? Must have missed it, unless you're the Rooftop whose name I saw on the door. The wolf shrugs, staring at me with what is either absolute boredom or a really good poker face. Don't act smart with me. I come here every day, and I've never seen you here before that day when you tried pushing me. Oh, please. We both know I wasn't trying to push you. I don't think that's, Next question. That wasn't a question, but whatever. Not my problem. What has that guy even seen you in the first place? You're so bland. Could you just shut up already? Stop bringing Shuichi into this. Why? Have I struck a nerve? You know you did. It's not my fault he's always obsessing about you whenever you're around. He's like a dog in heat. Seeing the way he acts around you, frankly, makes me want to puke. The wolf has the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. Oh, he's so fucking smug, it honestly pisses me off. Which I'm sure is his objective in the first place. I know I should control myself. I know I shouldn't say anything about it, but I feel like my blood is boiling as I begin to seethe with rage. He can say whatever the hell he wants about me, but to badmouth Shuichi in front of me? He has a lot of nerve. I'll just... be the better man. I start reciting math in my head to try and cool off. Nothing gets my brain to shut off and disengage quicker than math does. I just stand here, staring at that stupid smile on his face without doing or saying anything. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Aw, poor little captain will be so sad about that. Even though every fiber of my being wants to do nothing but punch his teeth, and I refuse to be that kind of person. He can throw whatever abuse he wants at me. I'm not going to take the bait. He wants to get a rise out of me? He'll have to work for it, because I'm not giving it to him that easy. Whatever you say. Huh? The smile on his face instantly vanishes, being replaced by a look of confusion and consternation. He must not be used to people just ignoring him like this. Come to think of it, he probably acts this way to push people away on purpose. Why do you want to do that? I have no idea. But he probably doesn't know how to act when people don't fight back. Which is kind of already a victory by itself. What? Not gonna say anything? I know you might not be the most creative guy, but come on, you can't be that stupid. Oh, sorry, must be having an off day. I make sure to sound as monotone as I possibly can. He frowns. Nothing? You've got nothing to say to that. No witty one-liners, no snarky responses, anything. Nope, sorry, I'm all snarked out. He eyes me up and down for a few more seconds, studying me. What's wrong with you? Did you get hit in the head or something? Can't you tell that I'm insulting you? You are? It must have gone over my head. I have to admit, the look of confusion on his face is hilarious. Finally, he turns away, sighing. The wolf sits down on the floor, leaning his back against the vent pipe and just looking away from me. Jeez. Didn't know you were a bore, too. He lost all the attitude he had just a few minutes ago. Instead, he just stares quietly at the roof's rail and guardrails, or maybe he's looking at the sky beyond them. So, why are you here? Why? You want me to leave? His voice doesn't have any sign of derision or malice in it anymore. It echoes clear and honestly sounds quite a bit bored. Instead of trying to taunt me or annoy me, it sounds like he just doesn't care. Kinda catches me off guard how quickly his personality flipped. Or maybe he's always like this. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to know why you decided to start coming here all of a sudden. Like I said, I came here all the time and had never seen you here before. The wolf sighs, rubbing his head. Don't you have other people to annoy instead of me? Friends, maybe? Sure, but none of them are here right now, so I guess you're the one I'm stuck with. I can still walk out. Sure, that was also true 5 minutes ago, though, and you didn't. He sighs again. This guy sure can sigh. If you're not going to do anything to amuse me, then you could at least be quiet. Yeah, well, too bad. I'm not here to satisfy your whims. Oh, so now you've got snark. It comes and goes. There's a lot of demand for it, so stocks fluctuate wildly. You're such a shithead. Look who's talking. Oh wow, great comeback. Nuh-uh, you are. I don't know how I'll ever recover. If you say so. Just gonna blank me out whenever it's convenient to you. Blank? That doesn't sound like me. Although I've got to admit, no one's ever treated me like that before. It's refreshing. Kinda amusing, too. You found that amusing? Geez, you really are a broken toy. Pretty much, but I own up to it. Doesn't give you a pass to be an insufferable cunt, though. So which is it gonna be? Are you gonna cuss me out or tune me out? Make up your mind already. I wonder. Rather a giant idiot, or actually come to think of it, there's no alternative. I guess. For fuck's sake, stop doing that already. It's boring when you do that. In case you haven't noticed, that's the goal. Yeah, well, I at least have to give you props for being original. No one's ever done that to annoy me before. It's not supposed to make you happy, you know. Well, sucks to be you. You don't get to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. Also, you still haven't answered my question of why you came up here. God, you're not gonna let that go, are you? Don't plan to. Nope. You're already up here with me, and you already know being a cunt will get you nowhere, so what's the harm in talking? Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!